murder. Yeah, yeah. Coming up on Mental Health Matters with Marty, listen, how to stay focused in 2022. Don't miss it. Stay tuned. Happy New Year! What's going on, everybody? Yes, it's me. I'm back. Yes, glad to be back. And it's your mental health hygienist reminding you to wash your mind every day with a wonderful shot of hope, of peace, of happiness. Definitely. And so welcome to, yes, the 2022 edition of Mental Health Matters with Marty live show. Yes, we are so glad that you are here. Yes, we are. Hope you are doing well. Hey, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Bar Mitzvah, everything else. Happy New Year. We are glad that you're here. I missed you guys, but I needed some R&R, some great downtime. So let me know that you are out there and you are live. Listen, I am so excited to be with you. Hope that you had a safe Christmas, New Year, all of that. Got to spend some time with family, had a ball, spend time with loved ones, and yes, was in my timeshare in Las Vegas. So I was not out there because let me tell you something, the Omarion or Omicron virus is not going to get me. And so I was masked up and everything, but had a wonderful time and celebrating my daughter's birthday out there at Circus and got up out of there before it got real crazy and watched the fireworks show from our timeshare window. It was absolutely amazing. But let me remind you, as we always do, hope you're liking, we're trying a new format, trying a couple new things here in 2022 to let you know what's going on. But let me remind you, as always, the purpose of why we do what we do. The Mental Health Matters with Marty show is intended for psychoeducational, as a psychoeducational tool. It is not a substitute for your medical or psychiatric needs, but we are a supplement to those things. So we never want you to say, well, I watch the Mental Health Matters with Marty show, so I don't have to go see my therapist, my psychiatrist, my psychologist, or my medical doctor. That's a lie. Go see all those people because we want to help you along this mental health journey. We are struggling. Listen, we all struggle. There's going to be times that we're all not okay. And I just want to help normalize in our Black and brown communities and communities of color that mental health and having the conversations about mental health is so needed, and we have to have it. So if you're experiencing any type of psychiatric emergency, please go to your nearest urgent care or dial 911 because we want to make sure that you are safe and sane in 2022. We are no longer going to secretly suffer in silence in the shadow of shame. But y'all know what I say. Speak up, speak out, and live. That's how we do it. Now, how do you engage with us? I am so glad you asked that question. Listen, we are simplifying things. We're doing our last name change on the YouTube channel. I wanted to streamline everything. So on Facebook, Mental Health Matters with Marty. But on YouTube, listen, we are going to be going exclusively to YouTube because there's some benefits for us going exclusively to YouTube starting in March. So I want to let you know that right now. Starting in March. Brandon Shelby, what's going on, little bro? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to the Shelby family. Know that I love you guys. Yes, but we're going to be going exclusively to YouTube starting in March. We want to give you forewarning that we're doing that. So if you have not subscribed, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do that. And the YouTube channel is Mental Health Marty. Simple enough. There's also our website, mentalhealthmarty.com. We want to streamline everything so you don't have to go here and there and try, well, what's the name of that channel? What's the name? No, it's all the same. We want to make everything the same for you. So whenever you think of Marty, we want you to think of mental health. So Mental Health Marty on our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel because, again, in March, we're going to be going exclusively to YouTube. We might have snippets and bites on Facebook and IG, but there's so much power in YouTube that we want to I got excited, y'all, that we want to really bring you all the benefits of having and hosting this show exclusively to YouTube. Now, there's some funny things that's going on with the algorithms of Facebook, and Facebook is not kind to businesses or those type of platforms. So listen, y'all, we want to do that because YouTube is definitely a much more friendlier platform for that. And there's a lot more things that we can do on YouTube. So again, starting in March, we're going to be going exclusively to YouTube. So please like and share, get on our YouTube because that's where it's going to be doing. So if you're going to be, so you can get notifications of when this show is going to be happening. So we appreciate you so much. So again, how you doing? Let us know you're out there. Who's listening? Come on, send me a shout out, send me a high five, wish me hello. It's my auntie. I know that, baby. Happy New Year, auntie. Auntie, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and tell all your homegirls and all the church folk to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. How to do that? Mental Health Marty. Who else is out there? Love you guys. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you're out there. Let me know what's going on. I am so excited. You know, each year, I really take some time, everyone calling me knowing I have a show, I take some time to really talk about, you know, we get to the new year and we have this thing called New Year's resolutions. Now, I'm not a fan of resolutions because we start them on January 1st, and usually by January 3rd, we're over it. You know, and so many of us are on Daniel fast and all these other things. And you know what? I question, and I'm not shooting down the fast. I'm shooting down, why are you fasting? Why are you making these changes? Because if these changes are just for temporary and just because everyone is doing it, I question them, why are you doing it? If it's not going to make an impact and change your life, then why are you doing it? And that's where I want to go with that. So as I try and do my things, Miss Veronica, Happy New Year from the motherland. I know that's right. God bless you. Love you, darling. I'm going to get over there and spend some time, and we're going to kick it at the beach on the motherland as we are going down there and loving on the sand and everything else. But I usually get a theme from God every year. And around December, I start listening for what that theme is going to be. And the theme that came to me, and that I believe that was impressed upon me, not just psychologically, but spiritually as well, and it's a theme for my organization, Marcel Consulting, is going to be focus. 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 What am I focusing on? I'm focusing on goals. I'm focusing on gains. I'm focusing on gratitude. You see where I'm going with that? I'm focusing on all the areas that's going to help propel me. I'm focusing on growth that's going to propel me forward. Because too often we do these short-term goals that don't have a long enough lasting effect in our lives. And so we need to focus on remaining focused. Can I say it that way? We need to focus on. So our topic in our series for the whole month of January is going to be focus. And what does that mean? So today I want to help define what focus is with that. So Daryl, I hope that I'm so excited to have my brother on the show. Daryl, did he make it? I hope so. Oh, wonderful! I'm so glad to have my. I can't call a brother little brother no more because he's bigger than I am, taller that is. But I'm so glad to have family on here. Listen, he is my brother. I really idolize this young man because he was bold enough to do what many of us are afraid to do. He said, I don't want to work for anyone else. And I look up to him. He's the reason why I started my podcast. Fam, I hope you're on there. But I'm so glad to have, yes, my biological brother, none other than Rob Sellers.
Ha! What's happening? What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro?
I wish I knew. I'm trying to I'm trying to get it together.
Listen, we all are. We all are. Listen, I appreciate you. Y'all, I called him about 2 hours ago like, bro, I need you. Come on. Let's talk. Let's talk. But that's fam. You can always call them at the last minute and they come in. You're like, yeah. Negro, don't you do that no more.
It's okay. I've realized that over the years dealing with you. You got to be ready. Stay ready.
Well, listen. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right, man. That's right. But no, man, thank you, man.
Yeah. No. I appreciate you, man, because a lot of times people don't realize we a lot of times here's my challenge to all of us. We have these lofty ideas, but what we don't have is the focus to see them through and even the discipline of remaining focused. Because there's a work. I like to say it this way. Successful people are intentional people because their focus is singular.
Mm-hmm.
It really is because you have to give it all you got, and in your focus, we will say things like you're selfish. We will say things like, why are you working that hard? Almost instead of encouraging, I find that people are discouraging me along this journey, or they say it doesn't take all that. Yes, it does.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Come on, talk to me.
Well, my bad on that. Those couple points that you just said, really, man. That's right. I hate to use this term, but we've been using it forever. That's all cats just hating, man. I mean, that's how I look at it. I mean, when you put in the work and when you put in the time and people talk about you working too much, you're doing too much of this. Right. This is what I'm supposed to do. And anything less of that, I can't even deal with because a lot of times, along with, you're talking about what you're focusing. See, that's what kind of separates others from the norm of the group. It's just how you create things and go about doing things so you can create these habits. And like you said, so you can focus on things on what you need to do in your life or business or whatever, relationship or self-indulgence that you perceive yourself to be in.
I like that. So I'm trying a new thing, Junior. So thank you for being with me so I can experiment with you. I'm going to call this first segment of our show the Speak Up section. The Speak Up. And what I'm meaning by that is kind of defining. So our topic tonight is going to be focus. Speaking up and defining what focus is. And so, I went back to the Webster because you can't ever stray too far from the Webster dictionary with that, just to kind of give us some context. And when we're looking at focus, here's a couple definitions. I'm old school, got my paper here. Focus is to center a specific activity. Focus is to have an attraction towards something. Focus is to have a certain attention towards an activity or someone even. Focus is having clarity. That's what I loved about that. Or gaining or pursuing clarity, and is also having a defined specific purpose. When we're talking about focusing on something, what if we're talking about focus? And here's what I wanted, before we get into the distractions, the disturbances, and the dysfunctions of focus, what would you personally add to, if we're talking about, because you're an athlete, and any athlete,
former
athlete. Listen,
I've retired. My body can't take the recovery. So yeah. Prior or former.
Okay. But as a former athlete, getting a scholarship to play basketball, you had to remain focused on developing that particular skill level. It wasn't just about natural talent. That's a part of it. But then you had to focus on developing that talent. You know, a lot of people talk about Kobe and Michael Jordan and all that, and how amazing they were. But a lot of people don't realize we hear the concept of what they had to do to become the greatest. But most of us don't understand the focus that they had to have, the sacrifices that they had to have in order to be the greatest. Muhammad Ali, you know, we know he was but a lot of us don't understand that. So when we're talking about focus, how would you define it based upon some of your experiences that you've had?
Well, with focus, the main thing, I'm going to use this dirty word people don't like to say or do, is work. You have to work at it. With anything. I mean, as far as and how can I say this? That is one of the areas that I'm still working on, as far as transferring that energy when I was focusing on getting that scholarship, or focusing on being the captain of your team, on focusing on the leadership, to being the leader of your team. You know, the main thing is, with anybody with success, you have to separate yourself from the pack. What are you going to work harder or put in more time than others on one specific goal that you have? Because my whole thing is, like, there's always, whatever you're not doing, there's somebody else that's out there going to do it.
Exactly.
So,
and someone waiting to take your place.
Yeah, that too. So that's the fire that kind of lights up under you, as far as, okay, I need to get in 200 free throws a day. I need to get 300 3-point jump shots a day. I need to do some dribbling drills for an hour a day. So it's just what you, like you said, it's just all on what your goal orientation is, on what's going to thrive for you to pursue that goal. And with anything, you got to sacrifice. With anything with work, you got to sacrifice time, away from friends, socializing. I don't like to say partying, but socializing, things of that nature. Right.
But the last comment, Daryl, put that last comment from that we just had. And Demario Wright, he says it this way: key word, work. Work. Yeah. And our cousin, shout out to the fam that's out there. Angela Haley said, this is true.
What's up, man?
Folks get jealous. What's up, cousin? And envious of us, or envious of it. So they lose focus because they got other people in their ear. And especially, here's what I say: I don't trust people who are telling me what to do and they have not arrived there themselves. Why are you going to trust the word of someone else and they distract you from your focus, and they distract you from your goals because they just like that chihuahua barking all the time in your ear? And I'm like, listen, how can you tell me to be a millionaire and you have not successfully saved $100?
Well, I mean, no question. I mean, valid points. I agree with you totally. I mean, I guess sometimes you have to be cutthroat and separate the voicings. But sometimes you got to separate.
Is that cutthroat?
Sometimes I think so. I mean, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. It's just like just because you don't have success or monetarily or whatever the case may be, you can still learn from some people. You know what I mean? But as far as being cutthroat, sometimes you have to be sometimes you have to be cutthroat with yourself as far as the voices that's going on with
Okay.
yourself. Because sometimes you got to get out of your own way to succeed. So sometimes you can't let those negative voices, what I mean, in your head.
That's
anything
good. Okay.
negative. You know, you got to get outside of your own way sometimes.
Yeah, I love it. I got my other side. Penny, happy New Year, Merry Christmas. She says, yeah, the lies, the devil in a blue dress. That.
I like blue dresses though, but no. I mean, you know, it was a good movie too, but hey, you know, I like blue.
It's a distraction. That blue dress gonna distract you, right?
Yes, and I'm not even going to expand on that. I'm not going to expand on that.
It's going to disturb your focus. That's right. But even with that, how many of us have been distracted by not just the devil in the blue dress, but what it might be the man in the blue pants or whatever that might be with that. So what's up, LaDon, man? He definitely self-sabotage is a real thing. Oh wow. Can we talk about self-sabotage? Have you ever experienced that? Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, it's just like going back to putting in that work. You know, let's say, you know, you worked out 5, 6, 7 days straight, you're sore. You know what I mean? So you might, you know, be like, you know, I'm going to take it easy today. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not going to work hard today. See, that's negative. That's negative connotation for yourself.
That's right.
So you got you got to, you know, it's almost like a plateau. You got to fight over it. You know what I mean? And a lot of things is because at the end of the day,
good.
At the end of the day, you're only competing with yourself. When it's all said and done, it's an individual war that's going on inside yourself. Because, you know, for those who how can I say, are religious or whatever the case may be, God has given you everything you need to succeed in life. Everything.
Yes. That's good. Dr. Yvette Harris. Hey, chime in, Dr. Yvette. I wish I should have had you on here too. My brother would have loved to have a conversation with you on here. That'd be quite fun. But when we're talking about focus with that, there is this thing of being almost having a tunnel vision. If I can say it, even with the horses that have the on the and we have to find out, how do we put those blinders on our eyes, and how do we put plugs in our ears so we're not distracted by what we see, or nor distracted by what we hear, negative as well, because trying to stay focused, and that's why January, I find it interesting how many people jump off the resolution wagon before the month ends. Because it wasn't burned into us, or we're doing it because everyone else. And I go back to, then what is your purpose? Because I think too many of us don't understand our purpose, our calling in life, to really understand where we're going to go. Create a plan and a schedule. That's right. Say that's on the next segment, Dr. Harris, but that's the truth. Yeah.
That's the key, scheduling right there. You know, because you got to stay focused on whatever concept or whatever goal that you're, you know, trying to harness or trying to finesse or whatever the case may be. And it's discipline, you know, with scheduling. That's a discipline, you know, because you only have so many hours within a day. And what is your commitment level? What's your commitment level on that goal? You know, whatever the case may be, you know, whether it's budgeting, whether it's planning, scheduling, all that is all what are you trying to get accomplished, and you know, what routes are you going to partake in that, you know, and a lot of that I like the aspect of scheduling, because like you said, you got 24 hours in a day. What you gonna do?
Angie put times on there. She says when she's trying to focus, those who get anxiety and frustration comes into play. And shout out Catrice, I see you out there. Thanks, Catrice, for joining in. But how do we deal with anxiety and depression and being overwhelmed in the midst of trying to remain focused? So it's so true. We all get the same 24 hours. That's right. The same 24 and no more. Dr. Harris, you're absolutely right. But how is it that some people can do more with their 24 than what I can? Because you know, my business coach does circles around me. I was like, bro, slow down. I'm 2 blocks
Mm-hmm.
behind and you all the way up there. But he's taught me to pick up my pace.
Mm-hmm.
He taught me how not to be in comfort. And for me, it's finding someone that I can walk alongside, if that makes sense, or join in there, because too many of us are trying to do this thing solo. So Junior, how do we address what Angie was saying, dealing with anxiety and even frustration, or better yet, fear?
Mm-hmm. Well, how can I say it? Fear is made up, I think. There's nothing resolute in fear, you know? I mean, the whole thing is to get outside of yourself, meaning a lot of times, you know, especially like with anxiety, I deal with anxiety, no question.
Right.
And I think the main thing that I first do is, you know, I like to say what Dr. Craig Carr always say, pause for a second.
Okay.
Everything's, you know, you got to look like, okay, hold on. I'm here. This is what I'm doing. Everything's fine. I will be okay.
Yeah.
Now proceed. Yeah. Sometimes that just little
that's
calming
good.
state to pause, just to realize that, like, okay, I'm in this space. I'm in this setting. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can deal with this.
That's good. Self-talk. That's good. That's good. Yes. I love all that. Yeah. We got so many on my personal page, y'all. Y'all on my personal page, if you could hop over to YouTube, because I can capture those comments, or hop onto the Mental Health Matters with Marty page. I'm trying to catch all the ones on my personal page, but unfortunately this platform won't let us post those. But I love that. Come on, Dr. Yvette. See, that's why you should have been on here, darling. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's psychological.
It's all made up.
It's made up. A lot of it is made up in our mind. I love what you said. You gave us some good tools there. You said you have to push pause and stop for a minute and do some self-talk. Yes. What I like to say, you change up the rhythm and the pattern of your thinking. You know, if you're always rushing and anxiety, you're like, hold on, let me change that. Instead of the beat being here, you said pause, wait a minute, now we're going to do this.
Yeah.
So
it's like with anything, you got you got to be, you know, you got to be aware of your surroundings, you know. And then a lot of times, you know, with depression, I also think with anxiety, don't focus on yourself so much. You know what I mean? You know, as far as you know, nobody's looking at you, nobody's worried about you. You know what I mean?
Wait.
So get off of that. So stop. You know, as far as I want to say, almost to a certain point that I don't want to say like ego or anything like that, but the whole thing is like, yo, chill out a little bit. Stop focusing on yourself. You know, focus on your purpose, on what you need to do. You know, like if you have an anxiety of it, just know, interaction with a large sort of people. Hey, just focus on your purpose. What did you come here to do? Focus on that and do it. Don't worry about yourself individually. Just go ahead and focus on your purpose, on what you showed up to do, whether it's meeting somebody or even reading a book or whatever the case may be. The whole thing is like,
you know what my godmother, Miss Grant, used to say, that's a little racist, but she said, if you want to keep most people down of color, put it in a book because they'll never read it.
Yeah.
But we have to change that because we have to take some time. Thank you, Aim, for putting it on there. She goes, you're right, June. In that you got to open up. We got to take some time. We got to. So, Amy, you had said something earlier about surrounding yourself with the right people. Mm-hmm. And getting negativity. I love it. Dr. Harris, you on fire now. I love it. Create your atmosphere, lighting candles, aromatherapy, the right music. You cannot bump Lil Wayne and concentrate. But what you know about Lil Wayne? but it is. You have to find, for me, is finding those times and those areas where I'm most creative at. I've been disciplining myself. My alarm goes off at 5:00 every morning. even on Saturdays and Sundays. And I'm forcing myself by 5:30 to get out of the bed so I have some time just to ground myself. Now, I'm not going to say I do it successfully every morning, but I take that time when everything is quiet. It's still a little cool in the house. And I grab my coffee and I can sit and now starting to do what I like to call a mind dump and a refresher of myself so I can stay focused and try and find the focus of the day. So I'm now controlling the day as opposed to the day controlling me. And that's what happens a lot of times. We cannot remain focused if we did. I'm going to go back to what Dr. Yvette Harris said earlier. If we don't sit down and create a plan and have a schedule in mind, because it's so, because that's going to help. Here's what I say. Anxiety does this. Since we were talking about anxiety a little earlier, most of us we put all anxiety at a 10. And there's some anxiety that's not supposed to be at a 10, that the anxiety is 1 and you push it off. I say it this way, anxiety needs to be scheduled. What do I mean? Yeah. The reason I say that, Junior, is because oftentimes we are anxious about something that's going to happen next week, as opposed to, well, that's next week. Why am I worried about next week? I need to be concentrating and focusing on the time, the 24 hours I have right in front of me right now, since we're talking about that 24 hours, and schedule out that other, open up your calendar and schedule that other stuff out. Take 10, 15 minutes, schedule all that other stuff out. So when it pops up, you're like, oh no, I'm worried about that next week, not this week. I'm focusing on this week.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing. A lot of times you have to be focused on the present because the present is a gift. And that goes with the anxiety. Anxiety is thinking of something in the future. You don't know what the future is. Behold, all you can do is be current in the situation now to help your future. And it goes with depression. Depression, that's in the past. Ain't nothing you can do in the past. That's dead. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if you was gonna wait on the past, it's not gonna wait on you. It's gone. It's done. Dead. So the whole thing is you got to be focused on the present and the now because the present is a gift. No question.
Yes. Ange, thank you for switching over to YouTube. I appreciate you. Listen, Lee Matthews, aka Governor. What's up, Gov? Governor, he says this.
Gov's in the building.
Gov's in the building, Bob.
What's up, Governor? What's happening, man? Long time no see, brother. Salute,
I know.
brother.
Happy New Year. He says, I've been working on, I've been having a lot of problems on focusing here lately, but I'm working on it. Not going to try and let anxiety get the best of me. He goes, sup, y'all. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Leave the past in the past. You're absolutely right. Yeah, because the past we can't deal with. Now, we can learn from the past. And when we focus on the past, that's called depression. Because we're always trying to deal. Yeah, we can't change the past. Now, I can glean from the past, but I don't need to take the negativity of the past into my future. And when I'm now worried about my future and can't concentrate because I'm too worried, that's called anxiety. And they hang out together. I call them the evil twins. We say grace and mercy are the positive twins. Well, anxiety and depression are the evil nemesis of grace and mercy in that regards.
Okay,
bars. Come on. Bars, yes. Yes.
I never heard that concept before.
Hey,
that's nice.
That's why. Because a lot of times they hang out together. Whenever I have someone in my office they say they're anxious, I give them an anxiety exam and I also give them a depression exam. And I would say nearly 60% of those who have depression also have anxiety or vice versa. So they hang out together like them evil twin bulldogs that's guard dogs about to tear you up.
Yeah. You're right. Hey, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. You're right. Daryl, I want to move into the next segment of this, which I'm now calling not speak up, but speak out. Speak out. Come on, you know my motto. Speak up, speak out, and live. I want to deal with 5 topics, 5 suggestions on how to manage and how to remain focused. So let's start with the first one and let's chime on that. 5 strategies of focus. Thank you, Daryl. That's why I need you in the back. Daryl, the Mac in the back. He says it like this. First, find a definition of focus that that resonates with you.
I was gonna say rest in peace to Max Julian. You know what I mean? The actor who played the Mac, he just passed. That's all.
Yeah, he did. I know, huh? Right. So find a definition that resonates with you. So we're talking about find that definition of focus that resonates with you. We love it too, Ange. So when you say that, how can we clarify that with people when we're talking about find the definition of focus that resonates with you? How do you respond to something like that?
Well, the main thing is, you look back on something that you did successfully, as far as if you had to plot and plan and strategize to make the necessary steps. So whatever you was involved with as a success, look at that and take that as a cue. That resonates with you, and find out what did you do to achieve that goal and try to follow those similar steps. So yeah, definitely.
I agree. Finding that, because you got to find something to connect to. There's no need to be focused on a goal that doesn't resonate with you. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And too often, I think what resonates with you may not resonate with me. However, I can use the tools that you use to help, so that my goals and what resonates with me, I can use some of the same passion that you use to pursue that. And so therefore, I don't have to be a copycat. Focus on, come on, Dr. Harris, you on point. She says, focus on your success. Love that. That's what we're talking about. Focus on your success. Focus on those things that bring you joy. Focus on those things and find the definition that works for you.
Yes. And to add on to that, sometimes, I think that we should also embrace small successes. Not everything has to be large. Sometimes embrace the small successes first and move up. Let's not forget about the small successes, because they do contribute to the overall big picture. No question.
And I love that, because you're absolutely, don't despise small beginnings. Don't get tripped up because, hey, I saved $1 today. Well, if you ain't never saved anything, saving $1 today might be a big thing for you. Saving, I saved $100 this month. That could be a major thing for you, or whatever. Exactly. So we oftentimes believe that we won't start the business until I get $100,000. Well, right now in this COVID and Marion climate we living in.
I know it sounds like some Transformer cartoon virus.
Right. Exactly. That we're living in. And then can I say this too, Junior? Celebrate those small successes. Yeah. We don't celebrate. We don't celebrate it enough. This is helping us have an amazing year and beyond. Dr. Harris, I want our people to grow in 2022. I want us to excel in 2022. I want us to go beyond what we can ever imagine with ourselves, and it's going to take work. And so that's why I wanted to do this whole theme of focus for the whole month of January. Right. So listen, you lose 5 pounds in a week. If you lose 2 pounds that week, celebrate it. Celebrate it.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Come on.
Show love. Show some love to yourself.
Yes.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah, you got to encourage yourself, because if you don't learn to encourage yourself, no one else is going to encourage you as well. So that's So number 2, thank you, Daryl. Daryl's keeping us on track. You see, you put that number 2 up there. Like,
no question.
Number 2. Now that you made that definition for yourself, transform that definition into a personal affirmation. Talk to me. Yeah. Why is it important now to transform that and now make it personal? But don't celebrate mac and cheese. Dr. Harris, I can't with you. I can't.
Dr. Harris, that's tough. Macaroni and cheese is. I don't want to use that example. But macaroni and cheese is hurtful. It's hurtful.
Yes, it is.
It's hurtful.
Yes, it is.
It's so hurtful and enjoyable at the same time. Hurtful and enjoyable at the same time.
Yes. So why is it important now to make that transformation of the definition of the focus? Why is it important to make it personal? Not just to say the goal is to lose 5 pounds, but I'm losing 5 pounds because I'm worth it. Why is it so important to make sure that we're doing that?
Well, the main thing, just in life in general, you have to make those necessary changes in your life. Life is about change. If you don't make these necessary changes, you die. Plain and simple. You die. If you eating Big Macs every day, ain't working out or nothing, one chance you're going to die. If you eat terrible, if you drinking too much, you're going to die. But the main thing is just, you just got to stay focused. And once again, stay focused on whatever affirmation you put to the side or whatever goal you have to do, you have to be able to, with the transforming, your habits or something that you're lacking or whatever the case may be in order to achieve that goal. So you have to transform yourself to meet that goal, to compete. It's a given. You have to do it. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? There is. I think because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, that's insanity.
That's insane. Thank you. That's insane. And many of us are still doing, and that's why I'm saying, that's why I question, why are you doing the Daniel fast? Why are you doing this and that? Because if you have not made it personal for you, then you need to stop doing it. We have to stop doing things because everyone else is doing it. But we need to personalize that and understand, why am I doing it? And what are the KPIs, key performance indicators, that I'm looking at? What's the outcome that I'm looking for? What is the deliverables? But too often we don't have tangible deliverables and firm outcome results that we have. And so we just live out, and then we get frustrated. Why are we frustrated? Because we have not transformed this definition. We have not transformed this focus and made it personal to me. Because we have bought into the lie that you're being selfish. I disagree with that. I believe we're being self-full. I say it that way. I'm helping myself fulfill this goal. So the reason I need to transform it and make it personal, because I need transformation for me, not for you. I need it for me to make my life better, to enhance my life, so I can fulfill the dreams that I know that's upon me.
Yeah, it's your personal testimony.
Yes. Come on.
I was at some standstill in my life. I made this transformation. This is the new me now. So it's your own testimony.
Yeah. Number 3, write it down or use a vision board. I love that. Since you brought up the Bible earlier, the Bible says that we're to write the vision and make it plain. With that. So your vision board needs to be plain, especially men. Men, we are visual anyway. You talked about that blue dress.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that. You have to visualize in order to strategize.
That's right. You have to see yourself in the future. So you have to make it personal to achieve what you want. That's right, Auntie. You have to, and you have to see.
Look at Bad dropping jewels. Go ahead, niece. Go ahead, Auntie.
Auntie be on here faithfully every week.
She's a great cheerleader. That's why I love my auntie. She'll be there for you. No question. We need more women in our lives.
Yes. But in writing it and making a vision board, now I see it every day. There's something transformational about seeing it that resonates within you personally. If I can't see it, then I cannot become it. But if I see myself, if I see myself as this millionaire, and I'm going to say that multi-millionaire, and we are not talking.
No comment. No comment. No.
You saw a hush came across the whole. Moving on.
That was hilarious.
I can't. But you have to see yourself in that role. You have to see yourself as successful. You have to, and I say it this way. I was with this psychologist once, and I said, yeah, I see my. She goes, no. You have to put your name in there. I, Martina Sellers, am a millionaire. I am a successful millionaire. Because what happens when I say, sure, I'm a millionaire, I could think that, okay, Bobby said that about himself. As opposed to if I say, I'm Martina Sellers, now I am speaking life and speaking over myself. I'm now having the vision board to reaffirm that, and I'm changing the neurological plasticity in my brain. I'm creating new brain waves. I'm creating new pathways psychologically with that. Listen. Come on, I do a little bit of studying.
Neuroplasticity. Some big words, bro. Some big words right there. I'm like, wait a minute here. Okay.
You read way more than I do, so I don't know. I don't even want to hear that. You read way more than I do.
Hey, stop it.
You stop it. Because you got some books I ain't even ever heard of. I'm like, who wrote that? but it is, because now I'm not just seeing it, but I'm telling myself. And so as I tell myself, I say it this way, they say it takes 21 days to break a habit. Amen, pass the plate. But I say I agree with Dr. Caroline Leaf. She says it takes 3 cycles of 21 days. Because I say it this way too. If I use my own analogy, speak up, speak out, and live. The first 21 days, I'm speaking up for myself. I'm speaking up for myself. And so I then begin to think it. Then as I think it for the next 21 days, I then start to believe it. And then I start to believe it. I then start to live it. And start now looking for that thing to come to pass. I'm looking for it to happen, because now I thought it, I start believing it, and now I'm looking for the manifestation of that as well. So, and as a result, so that's why it's important that we write it down so that we can go back and check it off and look at all the small steps that it took. It may have taken 1,000 small steps, and I celebrated for 1,000 days, but even in that celebration, now I've created and accomplished this big picture that I would have never accomplished had I not made that first small step.
No question. That's actual factuals. You know what I mean? Because, there's research on this. If you write down goals, it helps. You're, I don't want to say you're halfway there, but you're going in that right direction. Because with anything, with any goals, you got to set parameters. You got to set up, I like to say, what do you call it on the highway? You got to set up some. I can't think of the word right now. Help me out here on the highway. You're talking about so you don't fall off the road.
Yeah. The road guards and all that.
There we go. Guardrail. Wait, I was like, what voice is that? God. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that God talking? Like, what? Wait a minute. Guardrails. Okay. Yes, guardrails. You do have to because writing down your goals, I like to say that's your guardrail, because the flat surface, that's your highway. You know what I mean?
Forgot you got Daryl in your ear. You're like, whoa, okay. I hear you, God.
I was freaked out for a second. Like, I'm having a moment right here.
For those who don't know, the executive producer can speak to us in our headphones and everything, and the rest of y'all can't hear it. And I forgot to warn Bobby. He said, "Oh, that's God. That's God."
What was that? That's hilarious, man.
Right.
I was not even expecting that. Okay. Well, man is always around, no question. Yeah, but that's it. You have to write it down, and there
Yes.
is. They've done studies on that, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely, I can witness. I still got. I can't. That's why I was looking around earlier. I got whiteboards all over the place where
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
update them. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yes.
think the
And
main
you
thing that
should.
also, yes, and I think a lot of times that I think people are catching on to this. Whenever you write down your goals, put a date on there. Put a date.
Come on.
Put a date
And
on
even
there.
if you don't
Now
get
you might
that
have to
date,
revise it, but it's okay.
thank you. It is okay. And because now with that, it gives you, even now, not only do you have focus, but now you have drive behind the focus so that you're hitting that, and celebrate if you hit it early. Celebrate if you hit it right on the date. Celebrate even if you hit the half mark on the date and you push it out for another month. That's still growth more than where you have been. So write it down, use a vision board. Number 4, Daryl. Yes, speak your affirmation out loud. Speak it out loud. Speak it out loud. There's something about the resounding of you vocalizing it. Not just internally, but speaking. That's what I would say. Speak up, speak out. The speaking out puts it in the atmosphere. Come on. So when you tell me, hey, how you doing? Hi, I'm good. I'm Marty Sellers. I'm a millionaire. How you doing?
Yeah. Put it in the universe.
Put it in the
out
universe.
There.
Put it out there.
I had an epiphany. I guess it's epiphany. Okay. I finally found my answer.
Uh-oh.
Probably about 3 weeks ago. Now I've been searching. I'm not gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna go too deep in this, but there was something on my mind about us black people for years. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I put it out in the universe for years. Mm-hmm. It hit me about 3 weeks ago. I got the answer. Amazing. So I'm giving my testimony right now that if you put something out there in the universe, it will come back because energy begets energy.
That's good, Junior.
So whatever energy you put it back out in the universe, it's going to come back because
that's right.
Energy begets energy, no question.
Right. Thank you. And when you speak, listen, and I love that. If I would adapt this, speak your positive affirmation out loud. Because a lot of times we have put, as you say, negative vibes, negative energy out there. And we wonder why only negativity comes back to us. We put our affirmation out there anxiously, not from an anxious that we're anticipating it to happen, but anxious that we're doubting that it's going to happen. Then no wonder it's not happening because you don't have the right mindset. You don't have the right attitude. You wonder why you're not getting the promotion. Have you checked your attitude? Have you checked how you're delivering the message? Have you checked the package that you're delivering it in? Listen, if you don't want the package you're serving it in, why in the hell would anyone else want it?
That's right. That's right.
And that's what we have to do. We got to check that message. Life and death is, and that's right, words we speak, right? Life and death is in the power of your tongue. What are you choosing to do? Are you choosing to speak positive affirmations and speak life into yourself? Or are you going to repeat the negative that those other deadheads are speaking into your life and you're believing it? Listen, you got to, in speaking your affirmations, you got to shut everyone else who's negative out of your life. Now, that's when I say you got to be cutthroat. I don't allow in my life. No, listen, I don't. I'll shut them out in a minute. Now, that's where I will go.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Deuces.
Yeah, I always was drawn to, older cats gain that knowledge, that wisdom because they've been through it before, so that goes to, with your learning capability and what you want to achieve in life. You like you said, do you want to hang out with the dudes or you want to hang out the ones that don't or they don't have they lost, and whatever you choose is going to be a reflection of you. So choose wisely.
Yes, what you're looking at and who do you have speaking into you. That's right. Who do you have speaking into you? And finally, number 5. This is where I think where the rubber meets the road. Read the book on Hung by the Tongue. Okay, come on, Ange. Hung by the Tongue. And finally,
I'm scared to ask about that.
Being that We are harmed in life by the negativity that we speak. Yes.
Okay.
But
I'm
we're not
still
going to go
tripping
down
off
the
my
right.
whiskey, so.
Yeah. No. Anyway, fifth part, do the work of your affirmation. Here's where we fail at. Nobody wants to do the work. Everyone thinks that the work is easy. Nothing worthwhile will come to you easy. If it's too good to be true, 99% of the time, it's too good to be true. And you got to do the work. Nobody wants. Let's go back to our Michael Jordan and our Kobe Bryant example that we talked about earlier. They did the work. They paid the cost to be the boss. There's going to take
bars right there.
They made the sacrifice while everyone else was out partying. There was this story I heard. They said, I forget what it says, when they joined the Lakers when Kobe was there. They're like, man, I was at all the parties and all that, and I didn't see Kobe out. No, where were you at? He's like, I was in the gym before the game, and I was in the gym after the game, putting up shots while y'all was out partying and drinking. And so, are you willing to take and make the sacrifice that it takes in order to become the greatest and remain focused? That's where we struggle at. That's where we struggle.
Absolutely.
In doing the work,
I mean, it's just what is it saying? You enjoy the process. You got to enjoy the process of that work. You got to enjoy the process of that work. And anything you want in life, it's work, people.
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah.
You want a nice spouse.
Yes.
It's hard work. You know, you want that job promotion, hard work. You want to open up your business, hard work. You want to teach your kids right, hard work. You want to show love to your family, hard work. Everything is hard work. Everything is. We get caught up into instant gratification right now because all the aspects and the dynamics of social media. And that's just all a fallacy. It's all a fallacy. Now, nothing's wrong with it. Love technology. But at some point, you got to break things down. And with work, it's a lot of sacrifice.
It is.
A lot of sacrifice to succeed. And that's what you have to do. You got to fall in love with the process. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
it's hard. No question. It is. It's hard as hell.
Yes.
But but the whole thing is, you know, like I heard somebody say a long time ago, you know, life is short. Play your music. A lot of us still got a lot of music. A lot of us still got a lot of music to play within us. Still a lot. And it doesn't matter young or old, y'all. It does not matter young or old. You only got one life to live. So if you get it late in life, cool. Get it early in life, cool. The main thing is you get it. Play your music. And that's work too. It's work too,
that's right the mic. Yes. Play your music. What's your life song that you have not fully played out?
That's who. You know what? If I could say one song that's resonating in my head right now, and like I said, I'm a hip hop head, but off King Disease 2, Nas's song with Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
I want to say the song is Being Somewhere Comfortably Where You're Nobody. Being somewhere where you're nobody. Meaning that you don't have all those affirmations as far as, you know, family role, husband role, boyfriend role, whatever the case may be. You can separate yourself and focus on what you need to be. That's what song's playing in my head right now about that.
Okay. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I ain't going back and forth with you. Living my best life.
Live it. Yeah.
I ain't going back and forth with you.
Nah, ain't no need to. Ain't got the energy, ain't got the time. I want to let
That's
it out so
right.
I can go ahead and shine. You know what I'm saying? If I don't, I got to get mine. You know what I'm
saying? Communion and altar call following the show.
Right? Hey, we're getting it out. This is our affirmation right now, yo. This is our affirmation right now. Being true and honest to oneself.
That's right. We have to be.
No
Dr. Harris, we'll play Pray for Me on the next episode. But right now, we living our best life.
Living it. You know
Listen,
you know
Bobby, how can, man, brother, you know I got nothing but much love for you. How can people follow you? Where you at? Because when is your next show on the B-Side podcast?
Yeah, the B-Side Podcast. You can always tune in. You can go to the bsidepodcast.com. You can check us out on IG at the B-Side Podcast Q. Definitely we do shows weekly. You can check me out on YouTube at Bobby Sellers, BOBBYSELLERS. Definitely check out, we got merchandise at AlecRoberts.com. Check us out on IG at Alec Roberts. Tune in, the B-Side Podcast, giving you barbershop talk in your living room. So tune in. Subscribe, get the algorithm going. You know what I'm saying? Sir.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
B1.
Shout out to Paxton. What's up, Pax? You up here watching us. That's right.
What, Pax out there?
Pax out there.
What? What's up, nephew? What's good?
That's right. DeMar, hey, D, thank you for tuning in, y'all. Larry came up. I missed what I missed. That's right. What was number 5? Do the work. That's what number 5 is, Auntie. How Auntie gonna interrupt the show? Talk about I missed number 5. Go back to it.
That's Auntie.
Only family can do that to you.
Yep. No surprises. Anything less.
Yes. Hey, Pax, tell us when we can take you out to dinner, man. Let us know with that.
Here,
listen,
man.
Thank you so much, Bobby, for joining me with this. And y'all,
thanks for having me.
Now let's go to the next part, and this is to live. How do we live? Yes. We've had some great things tonight as we want to remind you on focus. Focus on your greatness. Focus on your goals. Focus on your gratitude. Focus on your gains. Focus on those things that's going to give you the gift of life that you have. Bobby said it best. Allow the song of your life to resonate so much more. And dance to that song, not someone else's. Dance to your song. Play your music. Live it out. Focus on your dream. So I'm so excited. I want to announce to you guys, yes, we're going to be for the month of January doing focus. I am so excited that I am going to be leading in the Inland Empire this amazing movement called The Black Man Made Well. And that's going to be February 6th through the 12th of this year. We're in conjunction with Riverside University Health Systems, One Love IE, AAHC, and of course, Marcel Consulting, as we're going to be doing a whole week on the mental health and wellness of the Black man. We're going to have, and please check out our website at marcelconsulting.com if you're interested in we're going to be sending more information out to you. Listen, we want your uncles, we want your fathers, we want your grandfather, we want your high school and middle school sons to all be a part of this. We're going to be doing, most of this is going to be virtual as we want to be safe. And so we're going to be having lots more workshops. I'm bringing some professionals all across the country, Black male therapists and Black male entrepreneurs who are going to be speaking to the needs of Black men in our society today. So don't miss out on this because it's going to be a life-changing event. But we don't want to leave you without getting help. If you need some sort of help and you're looking for therapy and those type of things, we want to leave you with a few tools and resources that can help you along the way. Some of our tools and resources, if you are in crisis, you can always text crisis to 741-741, and they will definitely help you out with there. Check out Psychology Today. I'm on there, and so many other therapists are on there as well. Therapyforblackmen.com. There you will be linked up with other black male therapists in your region. Goodtherapy.com. And as always, check out our own marcelconsulting.com if you're in need of help. We are so glad that you're joining us. Stay tuned with us next week. I'm so glad next week, on next Tuesday, we got this young cat named Justin Hudson, who has become and was named Entrepreneur of the Year by the state of California. Young black brother out here in the IE who is doing his thing, who is a has merchandise at Victoria Gardens, at Tyler Mall, and soon to be, he's in Foot Locker and Foot Action, and soon to be in the Ontario airport, as he talks about what it took for him to focus and be as great as he is. But in this journey called life, we always want you to remember, you don't have to continue to secretly suffer in silence in the shadow of shame. As we focus, as we play the song of your life and dance to it, we want you to continue to speak up, speak out, and more importantly, live. And always remember to enjoy your life. See you next time.